Hi everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to Chapter 13 of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. You might be saying, wait, what the heck? Chapter 13, then why are you in Alchemoth? That's because we've decided to take a quick detour, if you will, because we have unlocked a few heart-to-heart events. I love taking time to go see these heart-to-heart events because it really does add a lot of backstory to the characters and their interpersonal relationships. So we've got 3 heart-to-hearts unlocked, the first of which is in the Alchemoth audience chamber. There's a heart-to-heart here between Shulk and Melia, so we just need to switch up our party. Sorry, Fiora, we need Melia back in. And then let's view this heart-to-heart. It's called So Close, Yet So Far. I would have never guessed you were a princess, Melia. I'm sorry I hid it from you. I was waiting for the right time to tell you, but it never came. I should have figured it out from the way you dress. I dress differently to other girls? It's not a bad thing. Really? That is quite a relief. I don't really know what other girls wear, so I was worried. Clothes really aren't that important. I like you just the way you are. You could be a princess, a pauper, or even from a crazy alien world. I'd still be your friend. I always will be. If you keep talking like that, you'll get back in my good books, but I do wonder what it would be like if I were not a princess. Nothing would change. I suppose not. I would most likely still have met all of you and traveled with you. But I don't know, Shulk. Sometimes I look at everyone and I get very jealous. You do? Why? Everyone is so at ease with each other. They get to be themselves. I was brought up as a member of the High Entia Imperial family. But you're not stuck in the stuffy palace anymore. You're free now. So go on, show it off. Do something really crazy. It'll be our secret. You mean right now? In front of you? No, I'm too embarrassed. I can't. Please don't make me, Shulk. You don't have to, it's fine. But give it some thought. I shall take your advice into consideration, and maybe one day you will see me do something crazy. I await that day, Melia. I can't even imagine what Melia would do that would be quote-unquote crazy, but anyway, I look forward to the day. If we go back to the main menu here, we can go to the heart-to-heart menu, and we can see the other ones that we have. So we have one other heart event that we can see here in Alchemoth between Fiora and Dunban, which will be really nice. We get to see the 2 siblings chat and reconnect. So let's head to that heart-to-heart event next. Okay, here's our next heart-to-heart event. It's titled Brother and Sister between Fiora and Dunban here in Alchemoth. Alchemoth is a wonderful city, don't you think, Dunban? It is indeed. My heart belongs in Colony 9, but I'd love to live here someday. It feels a little spacious for you. What are you talking about? I like big places. But you're bad with directions. What did you just say? Uh-oh. For some reason, I thought a little brotherly teasing would be appropriate in this situation, but Fiora didn't find it funny. It seems she took that personally. Remember when you were little? You were constantly getting lost. That was when I was little. Why'd you bring that up anyway? Sorry, Fiora. Do you really think I'm that bad at finding my way around? No, I take it back. We should try an experiment. An experiment? You see, this new body I have has a tracking radar built in. I'll never get lost now. Wherever you go in this place, I can see where you are. I see. That is amazing technology. Those Machina are very resourceful. And that's not all I can do. I have loads of built-in features. Fiora, you're taking all this far too well. Well, that's one benefit of being half robot, I guess. You never have to worry about getting lost. Alright, let's go check out the third and final heart-to-heart that we have unlocked before we get back on track with the main story. The final heart-to-heart that we have unlocked at this point actually took us all the way back to Frontier Village. At the top of the large tree, Dunban and Melia are going to do a heart-to-heart called True Natures. This flower is much like one that used to grow by Earth's sea. Used to? You mean it doesn't anymore? Alas, the breed was wiped out. None like this grow there anymore. But its seeds must have dispersed all the way here and taken root. Isn't nature beautiful? I can see you love flowers, Melia. I do adore them. I like nothing more than finding new species on our travels. How about you, Dunban? Do you like flowers? I'll be honest, not really. I don't get the impression that you dislike them all that strongly. Haha, maybe it's just that you like them so strongly? You can't imagine that someone might not like flowers at all. That's not what I meant. It's just, if you hated flowers, you wouldn't tread so carefully around them. I am beaten by your powers of observation. I can always see a person's true nature from how they act in public. I've studied you all ever since we met. As all wise rulers do. A ruler must know his people. My father and brother taught me much about imperial duties. I never thought I would actually need those lessons, but I will certainly need them now. However, their lessons reached far beyond the particulars of ruling. I learned how to handle myself and communicate well with people. Maybe you need a few more of those lessons. Are you saying I lack people skills? You only seem yourself around Ricky and Shulk, if I might say. I wish you'd open up to the rest of us a bit more. We've all been through so much together on the battlefield. Deep down, I know that you are right. Thank you, Dunban, for your frank comments. I will do my best to open up more. I didn't mean for her to treat it quite so formally, but, well. There you have it. Alright, so to get back on track with the story of Chapter 13, we need to head back to the Mechonis Field. Shulk and the party had reached Mechonis Field. Agnaratha, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the capital city of the Mechonis, aka our destination, is on the head of the Mechonis, so they must continue ascending Mechonis Field. I was saying on our last episode, it would be really nice if the capital city was somewhere more easily approachable, like perhaps the hip or the stomach, but no, of course, it's right up on the head, so we must continue ascending through Mechonis Field if we have any hope of getting there. So let's head back to Mechonis Field and start climbing. Alright, so here we are back at the Mechonis Field. I find that the name is a little misleading when it comes to this area, because when I think field, I think somewhere outdoors, but this is fully inside the Mechonis, so while it certainly has the wide open area portion of the field definition, yeah, it is inside, which I find a little interesting, but regardless, it is time for us to explore the Mechonis up close and personal, which is surely very weird for Shulk and Co., who spent their entire life on the Bionis. One thing I love about the Mechonis already is the music over here. This is absolutely beautiful music for us to explore to. A great backing track as we make our way through. And of course, there is a bit of resistance. We're not going to get all the way through here without a fight. We've got an M84 grunt waiting for us right away. No breaker hands today. Hang in there, Fiora. Get rid of this thing. Yay, Shulk, go me! There we go. See, I told you, Fiora. I would change the future. Alright. We got the M37 Zebra right here, which is much weaker. Don't worry, Dunban, we're certainly not letting that future come to pass. Down we go. Alright, let's keep moving. This place is really tall. You can't even see the top of it. We've got a lot of climbing to do. All I can really hope at this point is there are stairs. Or, sorry, there aren't stairs. There is rather an elevator, because otherwise I have a feeling that everyone's calves and glutes and, well, every part of their body is going to be very, very sore if we got to start climbing up from the bottom of the Mechonis. Luckily, that location that just popped was called First Lift, so that's a good sign that perhaps there are indeed elevators inside the Mechonis. They thought this through. No one wants to walk upstairs of a giant creature. But the elevators are guarded. We've got more M84 grunts right here. Looks like there's another big Mechon up there, which we'll get to in a moment. This is another duo with the 84 and the 37.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
What do we have here? A M68. I like how all of these units have nicknames. This is a M68, aka a Cord. Never seen that before. Regardless, the Cord was not a match for the team of Dunban, Shulk, and Fiora. Colony 9 strikes again. We're cutting a path through these Mechon. We'll be at the top before you know it. Cord says, not if I have anything to do with it, but well, unfortunately for you, Mr. Cord, I don't think you have enough power to really change what we do or do not do. Too easy, says Shulk. I would have to agree. Alright, this looks to be the first lift.
What's up, Shulk? Look, it's a switch to activate a lift. If we can get it to work, it should take us up.
Ricky want to ride lift?
We can't. There's no power going to it.
Boring!
What do we do?
Well, if we could find the main power supply...
Okay, people, let's get looking.
Yeah. If we can connect the power to the switch, we should be able to use the lift.
There you have it. We know what we need to do. I was saying how it would be such a pain to walk all the way to the top of the Mechonis. I was saying that from a human's perspective. I forgot about poor Ricky and his little stubby legs. He certainly wants to ride the lift. Alright. We need to use the master power panel to get the lift working again. And it appears that, luckily for us, that's not actually that far away. I think it's just right over here. Main power switch. Quest complete. Wow, that was easy. You can use the second lift to get to the first floor. Alright. Question is, how many of those lifts are we going to have to activate before we get to the top, I wonder? Probably quite a few, but we'll take it one lift at a time. Let's call this one. Ricky, are you ready to ride? There it is. Perfect. Take us up, please. Up, up, up we go. Alright, and now we've got another quest. We need to get the third lift moving, and to do that, we need to connect the power plug to start the third lift. So this one might be a little bit more difficult to activate than the other one. But surely nothing that will actually trouble us too terribly difficultly. Alright. We've got 3-on-3 battle here. My money is on the Colony 9 heroes. I don't know about you guys. But if I was these Mechon, I would be worried. There goes 2, 1 left. Oh, this is a new one. The M37, aka the Witch. Ooh. That's a pretty cool name, actually. Unfortunately, the name was not cool enough to make it a formidable opponent, but I'll give credit where credit's due. Alright, now, looks like the panel for this one is unfortunately all the way on the other side, because of course it is. It would be too easy otherwise. And there is a lot of Mechon standing between us and the panel. But it's not our first time fighting Mechon, and it surely won't be our last. Let's put the Monado to good use. Down goes another witch. We won't be careless, but I'm definitely confident in our position right now. Alright, what else do we got? The M84 Grunt and an M66 Trick is what stands between us and the control panel. Yeah, this battle music is insanely cool. You can say what you will about the Mechonis, or the Mechon themselves, or whatever, but you can't deny they've got some really funky music. I'm not sure how we're hearing it. Like, are there loudspeakers inside the Mechonis just broadcasting this music? Does Shulk have AirPods in? It's a little unclear, but what we can all agree on is that the music is awesome. There you have it. There's the button we were looking for, which seems to activate the power on a few other buttons. So, I guess up next, we're gonna have to go to them. And surprise, surprise, that's gonna mean pushing our way through some more Mechon. Now, there are 4 of them over here. The M68, the M57, the M66, and the M76. Now, that M76 looks like it might be something that might cause us trouble. So let's draw the attention of these 3 first, battle these guys, and then we can turn our attention to Dr. Octopus over there. Alright, one down. Two down. 3 down. Wow, we really knocked him off. That's one way to kill a Mechon, I guess. They do take fall damage. Alright, come on, Dr. Octopus, let's do this. The M76, aka Moist. What? Whose code name is Moist? I hate that so much. Wow, if we didn't have the initiative that we needed to take down this thing already, we certainly have extra motivation now that I know that this thing is codenamed Moist. I need to stop saying that word. No more Moist. Alright, he's halfway down. The best part is like, how does Shulk and Co. even know what these things' code names are? Is it because we have Fiora on our side now and she has some more knowledge into the inner workings of the Mechon? Are they wearing name tags? You know, how do we know that this thing's codenamed Moist? Guess we'll never know, because he is gone. Alright. Let's take his loot. Let's take the items that are just, floating around here. Looks like there's something over here that we might need for a quest. By the look of my mini-map. Oh, it must be below us or above us, because I don't actually see it right here. Okay, well, we'll hold off on that for now. We need to head this way. Here's our next big button. Well, so much for being able to ride lifts all the way to the top. It looks like we need to at least traverse some stairs. We've got a spiral staircase right here. That should get us up a level. Now, don't get dizzy, everybody. Mostly saying that to myself. Holy moly. This is quite the rotation. Up, up, up we go. Where we stop, no one knows, but hopefully soon. That's a lot of climbing. Again, sorry to Ricky and his tiny feet. Hopefully he's holding up back there. Got more mech on here. I think we can avoid that small group. We're gonna have to take down these guys, though, the M84 grunts. We really like our vibe, Fiora. I do too. Fiora's had some interesting voice lines so far. A lot of really quotable stuff coming from Fiora. Good job, Dunban. Dunban took down one M84 while me and Fiora were taking a nap. We're back on our feet. Let's see if we can finish this. Here we go.
Definitely gotten stronger.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Alright, let's keep moving. I'm glad the mini-map knows where we're going, because I certainly don't. This place is like a maze with many different levels. I think it would be quite easy to get lost around here. Now, we've got another big group of Mechon we need to push through. Like before, I'm gonna lure the three in front closer, such that we can take them out without dealing with the moist Mechon waiting behind them. Uh-oh, I'm down. That didn't take long. Dunban, please help. Alright, we're gonna get Monado Enchant up quickly so we can do some damage. There we go. Shulk's back on his feet. Enchant is activated. Shulk actually just leveled up. We got to level 56 right there. Very good job, team. Now let's take down these guys. Oh, I need to help Fiora up. Oh, you're good? Okay. Shouldn't need my help after all. Fiora's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. There we go. Dunban is now level 56 as well, and I think once we take down this Mechon, Fiora is going to join us. Oh, no, Fiora is like one experience point away from level 56, so... Oh, this is not a moist. This is something even bigger. This is a unique monster. The level 59 Destroyer Salvation? Okay, I guess we're doing this. This might be a tough fight, but, I believe in us. We can do this, team. We're gonna enchant out immediately so we can start doing damage. You may be wondering why I don't use my chain attack more often. It's because in situations like this, if somebody goes down, the only way to res them is by using one section of your chain attack bar. So if you use your chain attack, then you're basically using up all of your revives. And for Shulk, unfortunately, if Shulk ever falls, the battle is over. So for me, I like to basically play a bit more conservatively and keep my revives in my back pocket rather than burning them as a chain attack. So that's the rationale behind why you probably don't see me use a lot of chain attacks. Alright, this guy is certainly living up to his very epic name. Destroyer Salvation is making us work. This guy is strong. Where's your back? I don't know. You just look the same from all sides. Fiora and Dunban are just fighting about who's holding aggro. Oh my god, over Tentacle 4 took out Shulk, Dunban, and Fiora in one hit. What the heck? I had the vision of Dunban going down. I did not have the vision of Shulk going down too. That was bananas. Okay, well, that makes things a little bit more difficult. Now, unfortunately for us, gotta go all the way back up where we started. Ah! Destroyer salvation, I will get my revenge! Okay, because of the fact that it was kind of annoying to get all the way back up here, I'm making the executive decision to actually take a detour around that unique monster, simply because if we lose, I don't want to have to walk all the way back up here again. So, you win for now, but I'll be back. Hopefully on the way back down, when it matters less about losing, we can challenge him to a rematch. I mean, we are only level 56 as well, so it would certainly probably help our cause if we could actually level up a little bit before we re-challenge that guy, so let's fight this group of Mechon instead and get closer to our objective, rather than losing and forcing me to have to walk all the way back up here again. I'm just looking out for Shulk's glutes, okay? I don't want his poor glutes to be burning here. Alright, we've got the offensive scout and the M68 cord left to deal with here. Down goes the scout. It's your turn, Mr. Cord. Down he goes. Fiora has now joined Shulk and Dunban at level 56, so welcome Fiora to the level 56 club. And alright, we are getting close to our destination. We just need to walk over there so we can walk down the infinite stairs, or climb down the infinite stairs, I suppose, to activate the next button. This whole area certainly is a challenge in verticality. Not only do I have to wrap my head around how everything connects and try to figure out where I am and where I need to go, but I feel for poor Ricky's little stubby feet. I'm just looking out for my friends, okay? Alright. Down goes another group of Mechon. Other than that unique monster, nothing has really challenged us so far, which is good. Alright, so if we act, this is the third floor lift, which won't activate. So we need to go down and hit the button before we can activate this lift. So, again, it requires climbing. At least we picked up a shiny scarab on our way down this wall here. Should be able to drop from here. Watch your knees. There we go. Alright, this is the button we're looking for that should activate the next lift. Whoa. Looks like power's been restored. And there you have it. The next button works. Quest complete. You connected the power plug and the third lift is working now. Excellent. What does that mean for us? Well, we've got to climb right back up the wall that we just climbed down. But waiting for us on the other side is a sweet, sweet reprieve. A lift. Not sure how many more lifts we're going to have to take, by judging by the fact that when I look up, all I see is more machine parts. I have a feeling we've still got a ways to go. All we can do is take it one lift at a time. Alright, third lift. Here we come. Here it comes. At least it's really fast. Up, up, up we go! Hope no one's afraid of heights. If you are, well, I'd advise not looking down. Alright. We're almost there. We now need to open the bulkhead. If we release the bulkhead, we can get outside and continue our journey to the upper levels of Mechonis Field. So clearly we've still got a long way to go in terms of climbing. However, we may get a break from the endless machinery soon and be able to go outside. So that'll be nice. But as per usual, we first need to restore power to the lifts in question. Climbing, climbing, climbing up the walls. Hope Dunban puts Ricky on his shoulders or something. To expect a small Nopon to do this much climbing is just unreasonable. It's apparently daytime, not that you would know if it's day or night while inside the Mechonis, but it is 5 a.m. Meaning we've spent basically a full day in here just navigating. We've unlocked a new landmark, the lower bulkhead bridge, so that's good. If we do get defeated or fall off or whatever, we can easily fast travel back here. And we're gonna have a big challenge ahead of us. We've got a level 59 Mechon guarding this area. It's the M91 Dogma. Alright, it's not a unique monster, but it should put up a good fight. So let's take this seriously, everyone. Not that we don't take all Mechons seriously, but you know. I feel much less threatened when faced with something small like a witch, rather than something real big like the Dogma here. Speaking of taking it seriously, here's Shulk having a vision of himself getting destroyed by a Hush Chop 5, so I've got to practice what I preach and take this threat seriously. If someone could pull aggro, that would be fantastic. Thank you, Dunban. You literally saved my life there. No, you didn't. He's hitting me. Oh. Well, I went down, but so did he, so we'll take it. I mean, the tactic there was for you to draw his attention away from me, Dunban, but yeah, if you want to think on that, that would maybe be helpful. Alright, anyway, he is down. Next up on our battle list is the offensive scout unit. Down he goes. Looks like we're right at about the recommended level, I would imagine, for this area. Seems like most of the Mechon we're fighting are at and around level 56, which is what Shulk and Co. is. Speaking of, here's another level 56, the offensive honey unit. So good to know we're not under-leveled or anything like that. I don't necessarily mind an extra challenge, but when things are more challenging than they need to be, sometimes that can be a little annoying.
Right, let's keep going.
But we mustn't be careless.
We will not be careless, but we will keep moving. Wouldn't mind getting outside at this point and getting some fresh air. I feel like when we're outside, we'll have a better idea of how far up the Mechonis we actually are. Because right now, I'm like, I have no idea how far we've climbed. It feels pretty high, but for all we know, maybe it's not actually that high. Alright, so we do need to activate those controls, but first, there's a release mechanism down below that we've got to hit. So I'm going to leave those Mechon alone. We'll instead take the battle to the M84 Grunt here. Really gotten into a rhythm now. Shulk uses Minato Enchant. Dunban grabs aggro. Sometimes Fiora actually takes it. They can fight about that as siblings. Who wants to take it? As long as it's not Shulk getting wailed on, things usually work out alright. We do as much damage as we can, and then voila! Down goes the Mechon. Up next, we've got another M91 Dogma with a small sentry unit out front, the M45 Viola. We're gonna get rid of this one real quick before they can call for help. They unfortunately were able to call for reinforcements. We've got an offensive scout right here that was called into the battle. It's not too bad. And then the other reinforcement was the level 54 offensive honey. Again, as far as reinforcements go, really not too bad. We should be able to handle both of these with relative ease. Down they go.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Ooh, we got a vision on something I just picked up. Bozatrox needs 2 reinforced jets to make the boots. That's both of them. We'd better get them back to her. I don't know who Bozatrox is, but we did just pick up a reinforced boot, so I guess we'll keep an eye out for any more that we might find. Now, I don't think we need to fight this Dogma over here, but just for the sake of getting more experience points and staying ahead of the curve, I think we will take it down, because it's in a bit of an advantageous position for us. There's no other Mechon who might crash our party here. So I think it should be a pretty fair fight, and hopefully will reward us handsomely. Also, we get this epic battle music that we all now get to enjoy, so I think it's the right decision. I have a feeling with how often Fiora pulls aggro that you could probably maybe use her as a tank. I'd have to look into it a bit more. But perhaps she could take over her brother's role as a tank. I'm hesitant to fix something that isn't broken, because I feel like having Dunban as the aggro tank has just worked out for us so well lately that I'm hesitant to sort of switch up the party formula, but you'll have to let me know down in the comments below. Is Fiora capable of being a tank? Kazat said he wanted to make a gun that's just right for him. He said he needs 2 reinforced thrusters, didn't he? We should take them to him. Alright, we had another vision about something that someone requires, so we'll keep it in mind here. And hold on to all of these parts for when we meet the people who need them. First, though, we've got a clear path right to our next release mechanism. 3rd floor main power switch. Press on, which activates the one directly above us. The one that's guarded by all those Mechon. So, now we can retrace our steps and go back up there and give them the fight that they're no doubt looking for. Hello, I heard you guys might be looking for a fight. Oh wow, there's 5 of them. I don't love battles where we're outnumbered, but sometimes you really have no choice. I doubt these guys are going to let us access the lift without struggle, so we're just going to have to do what we can here. Alright, we got Monado Enchant up. Do damage. We get our first vision of death, the first of many, I'm sure, in this battle. Hang in there, Dunban. I'll see what I can do. 1 is down. That's good. Alright, Dunban's down. Let's get him back up. Another Mechon is down. Now there's only 3 left. Hang in there, guys. I know, there's a lot of lasers coming your way. And they seem to really hurt. Well, now is not the time to be flirting. Tell Fiora she looks good later, will ya? There we go. There we go. Okay, 2 left. Finally, we've got the numbers advantage. 1 left. Didn't realize this was actually a unique monster, so not only were we outnumbered, we were also fighting some pretty strong robots here. This is the Amorous Arca. We just knocked Fiora flat on her butt. Alright guys, we can do this. If we can take down a group of 5 Mechon, including a unique monster, that'll look pretty good on our resume. Nice. Mechon is on its butt. Down it goes! Wow, that was great, guys. Both Shulk and Dunman got to level 57 there. Fiora's not far behind. And perhaps most importantly, we can access the bulkhead control panel. Let's go outside, shall we? Oh, look at that sunlight. Must be hard on the eyes after being inside for so long. But I think that fresh air is gonna hit real good. Quest complete. We've released the bulkhead and can now go outside. Alright, so we just need to go back around the way we actually came up originally. Take a quick detour outside. Like I said, once we're outside, we can sort of judge how far up the Mechonis we've actually made it. You'd have to think that we're maybe at, like, its midsection by now. We'll find out momentarily. Regardless, I think we're pretty far off from the head still, so we're definitely going to have more climbing to do. For now, the call of that blue sky is so alluring. You guys doing good back there? Alright. Here is the lower bulkhead bridge. Ooh, and there's little conveyor belts which certainly speed up our exit. I'll take it. We're flying, we're so fast. Whoa. Oh, wow, this is an amazing view. Okay, it looks like we've made it to about the Mechonis knee. Because I think the Mechonis and the Bionis are about the same height, and we can see we're right at Bionis knee level. But we need to stop for a second and just sort of take this in. That is a beautiful view. Look at that. Full view of the Bionis and the Mechonis' giant sword. Yeah, we've still got a long way to go, folks, but that is pretty cool. The views in this game never fail to impress. Probably my absolute favorite thing about this game is the world, is the environments, the art style, and those gorgeous views. It makes exploring so exciting because you never know what awesome new view you're gonna see next. Alright, if we're at the knee, that means we're maybe, what, a quarter of the way up? Wait a minute. A Machina? Whoa, I didn't expect to see any friendly faces here. There's a garrisoned troop.
Hi there.
I never expected to see any Homs all the way up here. You don't look hostile to me. If you want to go up higher, just ride this ventilation duct here. It will carry you up. Oh, okay. That's one way to travel, I guess. I feel like Ricky's gonna really like this. It's like an amusement park ride. Whoa! Holy moly! Okay. That worked. How many more of those vents are we gonna have to ride to get to the top, I wonder? It's a real question. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, look at the sunset! As if these views couldn't get any more spectacular. They said take a look at around 5:30 in the evening. Wow. There's been a long day for Shulk and crew, remember? The clock struck 5 a.m. not long ago, and it's now 5 p.m. It's been a full 12 hours of climbing and fighting, adventuring. Looks like we've still got a long way to go.
Whoa! Don't look down. Anyone know where we are? Other than high up?
Maybe somewhere around the thigh?
The thigh? You mean we ain't even halfway there yet?
Stop moaning about it. Look, we can make camp over there.
I think making
Let's
camp
rest for
is
a
a
while.
great idea. Like I was just saying, it has been a very long day. If ever was a time to have a quick break, it's now.
Fiora, are you sure you're feeling okay?
I feel a bit like I haven't got used to this body yet. But please, whatever you do, don't tell Shulk about it. I'm sorry, Dunban.
Don't worry about it. Back when my arm was injured, it was you who took care of me.
I'd almost forgotten. It seems so long ago now.
Thanks, Ryan.
Doing a spot of maintenance?
Yeah. The sighting's been a bit off lately.
You know, Mikhail let us have some new parts. I could make you a new rifle if you want.
Thanks. But I want to keep using this one for now.
Shulk, get a clue, man. It's more than just a weapon to her. She can't just throw it away and get a new one.
Look at emotionally intelligent Ryan coming
suppose
through
so.
there. He really is growing.
If she let anything happen to it, I bet she'd get a whack from old Atharon.
Doesn't my man ever rest?
Not a chance. The lives of everyone in the colony rely on the defense force. Our readiness and our will to keep on fighting.
We never know when the Mechon will strike next.
No. But I won't let anyone else die. If only I had more power.
Stop it! Gado, it's not your fault!
We lost 30 men in Fortress 3 alone.
Listen to me. Nobody knew that so many Mechon would come. More people would have died if it wasn't for you.
It's not about reducing casualties. We lost 30 men. And we've lost the fortress. Those men died for nothing!
Would their deaths have meaning if we'd won?
Yes. At least they would have died for something. This is the end now. It's either the Mechon or us. I don't care if I'm the last man standing. I'll take them down!
Hey, Ryan.
What is it?
Do you want to beat the Mechon?
Of course. What are you asking that for?
At any cost? Even if it means giving your own life?
Giving my own life? No way. I can't do anything if I'm dead. I'm gonna take down the Mechon and survive. And there's no way I'm gonna lose Shulk, Fiora, or you along the way. We're all gonna win this and get out alive.
If only we all thought like you.
What do you mean?
It's charming.
What?
I think the romance is heating up a little. I love how Ryan only name-dropped Shulk, Fiora, and Sharla as the people he was going to
did you rest
protect.
well?
Sorry, Dunban. Sorry, Ricky. You can die.
Re-enter the Mechonis.
Sorry, Malia.
Brace yourselves.
Got it.
Ryan only has room for 3 people to protect. Anyway, that was a good rest. Now we're gonna keep moving, although it looks like someone is watching us. Uh-oh.
Dun, you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my imagination.
Dunman's got a great sixth sense, doesn't he? Alright, we've made it to the Patella. This was a great place for the crew to have a little rest, and I think it's a good place for us to rest as well. We've clearly still got a long way to go, but we made great progress today. And not only did we proceed further in the story, we also got the opportunity to witness a few heart-to-heart events, seeing the party grow a little closer. We'll call it a day here, folks. On our next episode, we will continue working our way through Chapter 13 of Xenoblade Chronicles, and I hope I'll see you guys there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon.